beautiful.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. Where's my friends?
I think they ran the other side. They're on the other side. Well, I don't know if you guys can see here, the landlord, the park manager, came by and ended up helping me get the awning out. So,
I can't wait to move
got a bunch of little kids here. But I've got the awning up, so we have a little porch area now, and even brought out some lights. So, looks pretty good. These are LED lights, and he showed me how to work the awning. I was surprised at how difficult it was to put out, but supposedly it was designed for one person to put out, but it was like difficult because the thing was jammed. Had an issue with there's like a little catch here, right here. Try to show it on the other side. It's got like these little peg things that come out, and it'll want to come out, you know, with this thing. So it took two of us and like a hammering and stuff with a screwdriver to try to get it to come out. But yeah, the awning is actually in pretty good shape. It's no holes, no nothing. So he said there was a piece that was broken, and he was gonna get another component to replace. This might have been it right here. I think they took it off. I don't know if it was from this one or maybe another one. But you know, there's obviously lots of parts. That's the one. That's the one good thing about being at a scrapyard, is an RV scrapyard. So as we saw parts that were broken or what I'm missing or whatever, he'd been trying to get them to put them on here so it'll work. Now I just hope it doesn't get windy again, but he said he'd help me get it back up. The landlord was actually the one who put it down, not me. But I was shocked at how involved it was. You had to basically, there's a little catch up there that you have to release on that end, on each end. And then you're supposed to release the bottom thing and then pull it down, and then release the pegs here and push this component out to get it out like this. Now, the other thing you could have done is there's a release here on the RV itself. If you release this leg comes off, and you can actually set it down like on the ground. You know, if you wanted like the poles coming down here on the ground instead of angled out. But it's better, I think, or easier to keep it angled out like this than putting it on the ground where now you can walk into the pole. Of course, here you can walk into you and hit your head if you're not careful. But yeah, it'd be nice to have this area here not be wet, like when it's raining or something, you know. And I might be able to set up something. I don't know if you see my little friend here. This is Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Buddy. Hi, Buddy. Got a little friend, you know. One of the joys of being here is there's lots of animals. There's like at least this dog. This dog is Buddy. He's like really friendly. He comes up and lets me pet him, and he comes when I call him. He even listens. Watch, Buddy. Buddy, sit. Buddy, Buddy, sit. Okay, he listens, but he doesn't do. How come you're not listening to me, huh? I guess he's curious about that other dog barking. Sit. Sit, boy. Sit. Sit. You don't want to sit? Okay, normally he listens. He used to listen. Yeah, he just doesn't want to do it today. Yeah, good boy. What a good dog you are. So, I have a dog without having a dog now. But yeah, he comes out and he hangs out. And also there's a couple cats that run around. I guess it's to control rodents and stuff like that. But yeah, with this up here, I'll clear this area and try to make it nice and neat. I do have my little garden. I try to start up a little thing with the habanero peppers, and it's not growing. But the habanero peppers that I put in there, they had been in a freezer for like 6 months. So maybe that killed the seeds. I do have some Thai chili peppers that are growing. They're growing here. So the Thai chili peppers are doing pretty good. And I have some inside the RV itself. So these are only like about a week old. And I had a little experiment. I had these are like in the potting soil and it's outside. And they actually grow best like this. Because I also put some on the ground. Obviously this is like sugar sand. so it didn't grow so well. But I don't know if you can see that. That's the same pepper plant. So I ended up putting it in the ground out here. And then I have some inside the RV that are, see, the ones in the ground here on the sugar sand, they're doing the worst. Well, I think they might be better than the ones inside the RV. The ones inside the RV are growing tall, but they're like skinny and the leaves aren't big. These are the biggest ones out here, right here. They're huge, considering they're only like a week old. And then I have tamarinds that aren't growing, so I may just put more peppers or whatever on them. I want to pick up some more peppers, some more habanero peppers, but this time I'll try to grow them fresh instead of frozen, because the frozen ones, apparently freezing them kills the seeds, or it's just been too wet or something, because it's been raining a lot. So, but now with the shade, you know, overhead here, I can protect the plants from direct sun and direct water hitting it while it's, you know, still a baby, a seedling. So that's what we're doing right now with the RV. It is nice to have the awning. I am a little concerned about wind, but the landlord said he'll help me take it up and down as needed, you know, when it gets windy and stuff. I didn't even really care to have the awning out, but he said, you know, he wanted to put it out just to be nice, and that way I can use this little area out here. So with the awning here, I may set up a little area for sitting, like if I want to eat outside or something, or cook outside, you know. So maybe do some cooking outside instead of inside the RV. Maybe get a little barbecue grill or something. So it start to be a little bit more like home. As far as the diabetes situation, so I've been like, I totally like changed my diet, and it's like kind of good but kind of bad. My latest readings have shown the I guess the A1C is what they call it, but the glucose level sometimes is within the minimal, you know, like what it should be, but on the high end. Like I've been reading like sometimes like 127 when it's, you know, the range is like 90 to 130. But then this morning I read it and I was a little bit over. I was like at about 140. No, 160. I was 160 this morning when I woke up, you know, before I ate breakfast at about 8 or 9, before I ate breakfast. So it should have been like below 160, I think. But the thing was, I ate last night, like I ate the dinner, which was like, I ate like just a tiny amount of pork chops, you know, the ribs, and you know, the country fried style ribs or whatever, pork chops, and some vegetables, some basically mixed vegetables, and a little bit of rice, and not cauliflower, broccoli. No, it wasn't broccoli, Brussels sprouts, that's what that was. But it was such a small serving, and I felt full. It's like, what's been happening is I think my stomach's been shrinking since I'm eating less. So it's taking less food to fill me up, but I've been eating mostly greens, and, you know, it's been helping the numbers go down. But the problem is this: the greens, they don't fill me up for very long. I would get hungry. It's like I would eat like I ate dinner and I was full. I was stuffed. I couldn't eat anymore, even though my plate was small. It's like one fifth, one sixth the size of what I normally eat, the amount of food. And I ate it and got hungry. I got hungry like just within 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours of eating dinner. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. I'm hungry. So I was eating nuts, and I was like, this isn't going to work. So I was talking to my wife, and she suggested maybe I should eat more rice again, which is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to increase my rice intake. So, and then meat, you know, because what happened was late at night, at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, you know, almost midnight, I ended up getting the rotisserie chicken and getting a big chunk of rotisserie chicken and then some mashed potatoes, and ate that, which is probably why my glucose reading was so high in the morning, you know, because I ate that at night. So that's what we're looking at right now. I'm going to try to increase my rice intake back up, but not like normal. Instead of going down to, I've been eating like about a half cup to 1 cup. I'm going to try to hit 1 cup to 1.5 cup and see if that fixes my hunger issue. Yeah, I'm doing an. Maggie says A1C is the blood test that shows your glucose over time. You are probably doing an AccuCheck. It's that device where you get the lance and then you plug it in. You know, you poke yourself in the finger and you put the blood on the meter thingy and it reads it. Hey, John, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Maggie says fat burns more slowly. I do know that, like, I'm getting ready and get kind of hungry right now, so and it's dinner time. So for tonight's dinner, I'm gonna try to eat more of the rotisserie chicken because I got to eat that stuff up. And so I'll be eating a lot of meat, but I'm also gonna make some rice and try to eat more rice than I have the last week. So I'm gonna try maybe 1 to 1.5 cups of rice versus just half a cup or 1 cup. So I'm gonna increase the rice intake and see if that fixes my hunger issue. You know. I may even go up as high as 2 cups, but I normally eat like 4 to 6 cups. So I'm still eating quite less, but the idea is to keep myself from getting hungry. So, and I think meat is a big thing for helping with not being hungry. Vegetables are really good. I'm starting to get used to eating vegetables all the time, but the problem with it is, like I said, you feel full when you eat it and you eat as much as you want and you're full, but then you're hungry in like 2 to 3 hours. So if you eat a vegetable diet, you're probably going to have to eat more often. You probably have to eat it like, maybe 6 to 8 times a day or something. So if you're going like more veggies, expect to have to eat more often. I would prefer to just eat a few times, like 3 to 4 times a day, and then continue with my rice diet. So if the numbers look good, then I'm going to continue that unless the the dietitian and stuff tells me something different. Now I'm going to go ahead and sign out because I do need to inside, get ready for dinner and everything else. But just want to let you guys know the awning is up. I want to thank you all for your suggestions. MoBang says vegetables make you poop better. I say, I didn't really have problems pooping, but vegetables are certainly different in the sense that my body's trying to get used to it. And today I felt a little bit stronger, the last week pretty much, because I pretty much went mostly veggies, and I started to feel like kind of lightheaded and weak. It's like my stomach was full, but then I would feel hungry and weak, even though my stomach was full. I don't know how to describe that, but I think it's just me not being used to my blood level. When I checked it, it was like within the normal range. It was on the high end of the goal that they had on the chart. So I was like, well, according to the chart, I'm fine. The blood level, the sugar level is fine, but I don't feel good. I had a bad headache, withdrawals, almost like you have when you quit soda, when you have the caffeine withdrawal, what I'm talking about, that really severe bad headache and you feel funky. That's what I was feeling, even though the blood level, the sugar level said it was within the normal range. On the high side, though. And I was like, well, it's on the high side, but within normal, but I feel like crap. And I think it may be because my body's so used to the sugar being so high all the time, for so long. So we'll see what happens. I had also, found out that some of the symptoms I'd been having, remember, you guys have heard me talking for the last couple months about my health going bad because I've been like numb and sometimes almost like semi-paralyzed. When I wake up, I can't move, or I get these really bad cramps and stuff. I think they may be related to the diabetes. I was reading up on it, and it was saying like some of the symptoms they were saying like your nerves get damaged and stuff like that. Diabetes with the sugar flowing through your blood and stuff will actually damage your nerve endings and stuff. So, and may cause some of the crampings that I was having. It was like really severe cramping. Like you get one of those leg cramps while you're swimming, and then you drown because you can't move your leg. That's how bad it was. So that's pretty much it. My experiment with the I think it's the habaneros. I see a bunch of mosquitoes flying around. My experiment with the habaneros, it looks like a failure. So we'll try habaneros that are fresh instead of frozen and see if that makes a difference. Until next time, I want to take care. I want to thank you all for joining me. I am reading your comments right now. Kevin wants to know if I got married again, and if my wife lives in the RV. I've been married like for a couple years now, and but as far as my wife, I don't want to discuss all that because of all the craziness, the stalkers, and all the weird stuff going on. So, yeah, if you guys had been here from the beginning, I used to share a lot more about my personal life and my family, but then we started getting like some crazy people, and they were literally stalking like real life stuff. So I ended up cutting everything. So you're not seeing much personal stuff right now, just mostly the situation and me. I don't really talk too much about my family and stuff because of that. And, that's just the way it is. There's just a bunch of weird, crazy people out there. So I've been seeing that with a lot of YouTube, like even other people who share, like people share their lives, their family, and the things they do. But then these weirdos start stalking them and doing crazy stuff to them. So, that's the end of that. Well, I do appreciate you all joining me. I hope you are all staying safe. I'm going to go ahead and sign out, and I'll keep you guys posted. This week, I talked to the dietitian, so we'll see what she says. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and increase my my rice intake to try to make myself feel more full, and I'm probably going to increase my meat intake because I don't know if you guys have seen the meals I've been preparing. They were mostly veggies, and like I said, 2 to 3 hours, and I feel like I'm starving. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye now.